My name is ATerArch, and this episode is known as the 200-year clock. And what is the 200-year clock? It's a concept that I created for this scenario. So we know that we've had an extinction level event which involved a large space rock slamming into the surface of the planet. We know that happened. So in order for that to happen, Jupiter had to kind of fail in its role that it plays as this massive gravitational pull in the center of the solar system. There's all kinds of traffic out there. Space is not a vacuum. I mean, it is, but it's not empty. So there's stuff flying around all the time, colliding all the time. There's a possibility our moon was created when a couple of planets collided. This stuff happens all the time on a cosmic scale. And cosmic also means over long periods of time. That's the way I take it, right? So at some point in time, Jupiter, hey buddy, you missed this one, and it ended up killing everything that was on the Earth for the most part. That means if it happened once, it very well could happen again. So if we actually were able to view this big giant space rock, Armageddon, right, Q. Bruce Willis, that would be in about 200 years, about 150 to 200 years. And I think the actual number I saw was 164, but I rounded up to 200 just to make it easy. So that's what the 200-year clock is. The 200-year clock is this concept where we've really got 200 years to get our act together. Tick, 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 tick. Every second. Oh, look, it's just resetting. We bought ourselves another minute. We bought ourselves another second. We bought ourselves another 5 minutes. Tick, 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 tick. 200 years. That's the sort of dynamic that we're kind of living under as a collective 7 to 8 billion people on the planet, as the Terran species. That's all we got. It could be over that fast, and that's just a space rock. That's something people can wrap their heads around. We start talking about some of the various parks and volcanoes and things that are going on. And when you look at the history of the Earth and how hot it used to be around here, it can be intimidating. And the idea is not to make you doom and gloom. It's not to make you scared. It's not to make it's just to get everyone used to the eventuality of it, okay? And to motivate you to possibly do something about it. So in other words, you can't do anything about your death. You're going to die. That's going to happen. So you somewhere, intrinsically, as a Terran, you kind of make peace with it. I'm going to fight it as long as I can. Okay. Well, if your natural, reaction is to try to stay alive as long as humanly possible, why wouldn't you want to do something about the 200-year clock now? That's 200-year clock. If you hear me talk about it, that's what it means. My name is ATerArch. Moving on.